there was plenty. Food was served in joyous abundance. Even if we had only a little money, we always had pasta. Linguine with olive oil, garlic, and parsley. Ditali with white beans, olive oil, and garlic. Ziti or rigatoni baked with grated cheese and egg and butter. Farfalle with butter, frozen peas, and grated pecorino. We put on a spread on Sunday for dinner with our big extended family. A roast, pasta, of course. Sometimes cut up chicken pieces, 3 or 4 different vegetables, fresh Italian bread, and a big salad afterward to cleanse the palate. The women helped clear the table, rubbing away bits of food clinging to the tablecloth. They brought out big bowls of fruits and nuts, then disappeared into the kitchen to wash and dry the dishes. After some time, one of the men shouted, "Someone put on the coffee!" And as the women brewed American and demitasse, grandfathers would cut up a peach or a pear and pass slices to children as they ran past. And when the coffee was ready, the women brought trays of pastries and sponge cake with fruit and cream, and the kids always tried to snare a fingerful of cream. They always got shouted at, but they always tried again. As amazing as these big Sunday dinners were, my great-aunt Carrie always wore the crown of abundanza. A visit started with giant hugs and a pinched cheek and "Che bella, you're so pretty," or "Madonna," and always the litany. "You hungry? What do you want?" "I got meatballs, sausage. You want to make a sandwich?" "I got manicotti. I got fresh peaches. Here, stay outside. I'm going to bring it to you." Grandma and the aunts and cousins carried platters of sausage with onions and peppers, and meatballs and fried eggplant and brajol, and pork chops and chicken cutlets and cold broccoli with olive oil and lemon, and fresh tomatoes with mozzarella, basil, and olive oil, and stop me if you've heard this potato salad with string beans, watermelon, peaches, strawberries, at least 4 kinds of bread, to 2 picnic tables in the driveway. And near a little ice cooler sat lemonade, soda, beer, and Great Uncle Joe's homemade wine. Grandpa, the older male cousins, and all the uncles sat in chairs under a tree or under the overhang of the garage roof. Everybody ate until there was nothing more anybody could want. The kids ran around, chased each other, climbed an apple tree, wandered off in the neighborhood pretending to take the dogs for a walk. And then, as the day grew late, some of the uncles set up a fire, told us kids to cut some sticks, opened a few bags of marshmallows, and warned, "Don't burn your mouth." And they gave out sparklers even to the youngest and said, "Don't burn your hands." And finally, as the evening turned to night, babies slept in mother's arms, and some on a blanket in Aunt Carrie's bedroom on the floor. And my grandfather and the oldest of the uncles broke out the guinea stinkers, black, wrinkled cigars about the size of a finger, smelling of docks and factories and the secrets of old Naples. They spoke Italian with the rolled, slurred R's of the South Country, the mother country. And then the stories began. The women settled apart from the men, told their own stories. Rita, who had, done it with her brother-in-law, and Rosie, whose husband was supposed to have died in a fall from a truck, but really he was drunk. And Gianna, that slut, you know how many men she had? Her poor children, not one father between them. And poor Josefina, chased out by her own father for marrying a man from Bari. Well, he was a mama's boy, The women would look over at the men, hoping they didn't hear, because of course the men in these stories were all sitting under the trees or under the overhang of the garage roof.